Welcome to Sunny Stampin' Studio, and today we're going to be making our PunchPal pie. Figure it's Thanksgiving, so we might as well do something that's kind of Thanksgiving-like. And we're going to need today our wide scallop oval punch, which we're going to punch at one creamy caramel scallop oval. Sorry, no wide there. You're going to need your horizontal slot punch, and you're going to punch out 4 slots out of, or slit punch. Don't seem to have my names down pat today, out of ruby red. And we're going to have a chocolate chip piece rectangle, which I just cut with my paper cutter, and it is 1.5 inches by 1 inch wide. Okay, so to start with, we're going to have our scallop oval punch, and we're going to punch out the creamy caramel, and then we're going to take our wide oval punch, and we are going to place the scalloped oval inside the wide oval. Okay, so now it just wants to be a little stubborn. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. And we're going to punch out a nice rounded top for our pie. Okay, so we got a nice ruffled top for our pie. I'll just bring this in closer so that you can see a little better. And we're going to start the sponging now. I'm using, to start with, creamy caramel for the top of the pie. And I'm just going to gently sponge the top area and the bottom. I'm actually doing most of the area covered with sponging with the creamy caramel, just so it looks nice, warm, golden, and baked, like a pie should be. Then I'm going to take my chocolate chip ink, and I'm going to add just a little bit to the edge, because we've got, of course, a nice browning on the pie. I do not like undercooked pie at all. Okay, then I'm going to take my chocolate chip rectangle, my 1.5 inch by 1 inch piece, and I'm going to sponge up the edges. And this will be our pie tin. Now, I suppose I could have done it in a gray, but I just liked how the chocolate looked better with my card. Okay, so that's sponged up. And now for my little horizontal slit pieces, I am going to ink them up with some Bravo Burgundy. Now I just kind of hold it down while I'm inking with the edge of my tweezers, and then I ink those up, just the end, because I don't need the other side. I'm going to be cutting them into shape. Okay, and our third piece. And finally our last 4th piece. Okay, so those are all inked up. And now I have to actually prep my pieces. So I'm going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to hold each piece by the sponged end, and I'm going to cut upwards at an angle. Okay, so that I have a little point there. Then I turn it around and I cut downwards to create my teardrop shape. Okay, so I'm going to have a little teardrop over there, and I'm going to do that to each of my 4 pieces. Now I know that this is not the most exciting part to watch, but I'll just do 2 pieces here to show you. Okay, so I've got 2 little teardrops, sponge side up. And now for my pie tin, I am going to just cut at an upwards, kind of at an angle. So I have it kind of angled, and then I just cut across. There, just to get rid of these little scraps. Okay, so I've got my pie tin here. So now to put it together, I'm going to take my pie top, I'm going to take my tweezers, and my Tombow multi-purpose adhesive. I'm going to flip it over so that the non-sponge side is showing, and just put the smallest little dot. I don't need much of this glue. And I'm going to place it down. The point of the teardrop is going to be facing up. And I'm going to be putting each of my pieces on like that. I have one prepped over here so that you can see. I have 4 pieces. You could probably fit 5 if you wanted though. And then to put it together now, I'm going to take my pie base right here. Okay, I am going to flip over my piece. I'm going to put the glue on my pie base. Okay, just shake this out. Maybe starting to run low on my glue, so. And I'm going to put my pie piece on top. Okay. Now I could have done a little wider. I just cut mine at a bit more of an angle when I cut it. I kind of like that pie hanging over. And then I'm going to take my white gel pen and I'm going to add just a little bit of highlights. There we go. Turn it around so I can get the top area. I find it's all these little things that make it really cute, that add all the detail, and that just kind of make the piece. Now I don't go right to the end. I actually leave a little portion here dark so that my little scoop highlight is kind of a bit above the actual scallop, just because it highlights the piece that's sticking up and then it's supposed to curve under. Okay, so there you got it. You have your piece of pie ready for Thanksgiving, and you can put it onto your card base. If you notice, I added some of my Sizzix Sizzlet die, the very large scrolly one. You can use some of the other swirl dies just to add like the little steam coming out, and it's all glittered up. And I made some faux brads out of, glitter brads out of a hole punched circle, which I glued on with it's cardstock, and I sprinkled with some gold glitter. And then the background is just paper weaving. And if anyone's interested in learning how to do that, you can just leave a post on or a comment on my post, and I can show that to you next week. Thanks a lot, and have a nice day.